Every home has its secrets. Sometimes the most intriguing spaces are the ones we overlook every day. Tucked away, often near the entry or under the stairs, the powder room waits quietly, almost unnoticed by those who live there. It's usually the smallest room in the house, barely big enough for a sink and a toilet, but always there when you need it. Yet, for all its size, it holds huge potential. This little space can make a big impression. Most families see it as just a guest bathroom, a place for quick visits or a convenient stop for visitors. But that's exactly why the powder room is so special. It's a hidden gem, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. It's a space that doesn't need to be practical for daily life. You don't have to worry about storage or clutter here. It doesn't have to balance the needs of a big family or constant use. Instead, it can be all about style and creativity. This tiny room is really a blank canvas, ready for creativity. You can experiment with bold colors, patterns, or unique fixtures. Guests will visit this space, and they'll remember it. It's often the only bathroom they'll see, so why not make it memorable? It's a chance to surprise, to delight, and even to show your personality in a way the rest of your house might not allow. Done right, the powder room becomes a little jewel box, a sparkling, unexpected treasure in your home. It's a treat for anyone who steps inside, offering a moment of luxury and charm in the most unexpected place. If you've never thought about your powder room as a design opportunity, now's the time to see it in a new light. Let's explore how this overlooked space can become the most stunning, talked about room in your entire home. Small spaces can feel limiting at first glance, but in reality, they're actually incredibly freeing when it comes to design. The powder room's tiny size means you don't have to worry about being practical or restrained. You can let your imagination run wild without the pressure of making it work for everyday living. There's no need to worry about the room being too dark, too dramatic, or too different from the rest of your home. In fact, these are the very risks that can make a small space unforgettable. In fact, those are exactly the risks that pay off. A bold transformation in a small space can have a huge impact, turning an overlooked corner into a true showstopper. Because the powder room is used mostly by guests, you don't have to live with your boldest choices every day. It's a space where you can experiment and express your personality without long-term commitment. It's a room that can be dramatic or playful, quirky or glamorous. You can try out trends, colors or patterns you might hesitate to use elsewhere. If you make a mistake, it's easy to fix. A small space means less time, effort and money to update or redo if you change your mind. If you fall in love with your bold choices, it's even better. You'll have a unique space that brings you joy every time you see it. Guests expect something special in a powder room. It's often the one place in your home where they anticipate a surprise or a touch of drama. They want to be surprised or delighted, and a bold powder room is the perfect way to leave a lasting impression. That's why this is the perfect place to use colors, patterns, and materials you might not dare to try in a living room or bedroom. So be brave. Let your creativity shine in this small but mighty space. Treat your powder room like an art project. Think of it as a blank canvas where you can experiment with bold ideas and personal touches. Try out those wild ideas you've saved on your phone or pinned to your mood board. This is your chance to bring them to life without fear. The best part? If you love it, you can always bring the same bold style into other rooms later, letting your creativity ripple throughout your home and inspiring even more daring choices. Nothing transforms a small space faster than wallpaper. In the powder room, go for drama. Think big, bold prints, florals, animals, or even geometric patterns. Deep, rich colors or metallic accents can turn plain walls into works of art. Don't worry about matching the rest of your home. Here, anything goes. If wallpaper isn't your style, try paint. Go for a dark, moody color or a vibrant jewel tone. The small square footage means you can take risks. Paint the ceiling the same color for even more drama. If you're adventurous, create a mural or use stencils for something truly unique. You might worry that bold walls will feel overwhelming, but in a powder room, they feel exciting and cozy. Guests will never forget stepping into a space covered in lush greenery or shimmering gold. Remember, in this tiny room, you can be as wild or as subtle as you like. The best powder rooms feel like stepping into a secret world. The sink and faucet are the stars of any powder room. Choose a vessel sink in a bold color or an unusual shape. Try a faucet in matte black, gleaming brass, or even rose gold. These small fixtures have huge style impact. A unique mirror is another easy upgrade. Go for a round, oval, or even an abstract shape. Frame it with gold or colored glass for extra sparkle. Don't be afraid of oversized mirrors either. They can make the room feel bigger and more glamorous. Mix and match your hardware for a look that's collected, not coordinated. The powder room is the perfect place for a bit of fun. Change up the towel hooks, add a quirky soap dish, or pick a statement shelf. All these elements combine to give the room personality. They create a sense of luxury and thoughtfulness, without taking up much space at all. Lighting can turn an ordinary powder room into something truly magical. Because this room is small, you don't need a big fixture to make a statement. Try a sparkling chandelier, a bold pendant, or a pair of sculptural wall sconces. Choose warm light for a cozy, flattering glow. And, consider dimmable bulbs for extra flexibility. Add a statement lamp if you have a bit of counter space. Why not? Unusual lighting is such an instant conversation starter. Mirrors and shiny materials will bounce the light around, making the room feel larger. If you want to go even bolder, try colored bulbs or light fixtures with unexpected shapes. Great lighting helps your bold colors and patterns really shine. It sets the mood, whether you're aiming for glamorous or playful. In the powder room, you can just let your imagination run wild. One of the absolute joys of designing a powder room is, honestly, the chance to really mix things up and let your creativity shine. Unlike other rooms in your home, the powder room is a space where you can be bold, daring, and experimental without worrying too much about the outcome. In a bigger space, if you use too many patterns or materials, it can feel, a bit chaotic and overwhelming. The eye doesn't know where to land, and the room can lose its sense of harmony. But in a tiny room, all those bold choices just feel exciting and collected, almost like a curated jewel box. The small scale actually helps everything feel intentional and special. So, try pairing marble with wood for a look that's both elegant and grounded. Or maybe brass with matte black for a modern twist that still feels timeless. Mix vintage finds with modern touches. Think an old-school soap dish next to a sleek, contemporary faucet. Hang an old painting right next to a sleek, modern mirror to create a conversation between past and present. And don't forget to layer in natural textures, like rattan, stone, or even a touch of raw wood to add depth and interest. Or even woven baskets for that extra bit of warmth and a cozy, inviting vibe. Patterns are totally welcome here too. Don't be afraid to go bold with wallpaper or textiles. You could go for a mosaic tile floor with a bold wallpaper, creating a dynamic and playful backdrop. Or combine stripes with florals for a look that's unexpected but totally charming. The key, really, is to keep the palette tight. Just a few colors, repeated in different ways throughout the space. This helps everything feel cohesive, even when you're mixing styles and eras. Don't worry about following strict rules. The powder room is where your home style can take a fun little detour, letting your personality shine through in unexpected ways. It's a place for surprises and happy accidents, a tiny canvas where you can express your boldest ideas and enjoy the results every single day. Here's the best news. Because the powder room is so small, even luxury upgrades are, actually within reach. A few square meters of wallpaper or tile won't break the bank. You can afford to pick the nice faucet, the fancy light fixture, or maybe even the artisan sink you've had your eye on. High-end materials like marble, brass, or hand-painted tiles are expensive in a big bathroom. But in a powder room, a little really does go a long way. The same goes for custom cabinetry or designer wallpaper. You get all the beauty for just a fraction of the price. This is the place to treat yourself to something special. Guests will definitely notice, and you'll be proud to show off your investment. Think of your powder room as a mini luxury getaway without the luxury price tag. Small rooms can absolutely have a big presence. When you choose bold design for your powder room, every detail really stands out. The space feels thoughtful, intentional, and full of personality. It's proof that small definitely doesn't mean boring. Guests will leave the powder room talking. They'll remember your wild wallpaper, your clever lighting, and your brave choices. In fact, a stunning powder room often inspires visitors to try something bold in their own homes. When a small space is beautifully designed, it just lifts the whole house. It shows that you care about every detail, it tells a story, and it makes every visit memorable. So, don't hide your powder room or play it safe. Let it shine as the boldest, most joyful space in your home. Ready to get started? Gather your wildest ideas. Pull out that wallpaper sample you've always loved but never quite dared to use. Pick the bold sink, the sparkling light, the quirky mirror. Mix and match. Have fun. Remember, there are no rules in the powder room. The only limit is your imagination. Choose what makes you smile, and don't worry about matching the rest of your home. This is your chance to create something truly special. Your powder room can be the wow moment every guest remembers. It can be the place where your creativity runs free. So, embrace the small size, make bold choices, show off your style. In the end, the smallest room in your house might just become the one you love the most.